Blub blub everyone, welcome back to Shadows of Forbidden Gods. I don't even know how they are called in German actually, the things. My girlfriend found a little caterpillar on some of our food. It's no biggie. Just had some noms and now she's just throwing it out. Probably for the crow to eat, so circle of life. Talking about Circle of Life, we led some smugglers to the tunnels in the underground, and now there's 10% awareness of the underground, which doesn't mean anything. But also, this city is now less secure, which is good for us. Because the stupid Chosen One took that and then has raided us. And now he's making it an arcane fortress. You know what? I'm going to test this. Can I actually... I don't have the power. Frick. It's fine. Sure, the circle doesn't really make a difference anymore. I don't think we have so many turns in us. I mean, not even 90. To hopefully win this, we have 80%. And panic isn't rising. And the good thing is panic is also not rising because our god is not awaking. Normally, we would already be at full awakening status and we would be at full panic, but it's not happening. Well, full panic is 75% when your god is awoken. Unless you have other stuff that pushes it further. The World Shadow is driving it a bit, but we're actually only at 68%. And the 69 only comes from the god, so... it's not that bad. Also good that we don't kill too many heroes, because that actually pushes the panic up. So, do that strategically, of course. The Dark Empire is coming, though. And I really hope that pushes us up. Look at this. So we're getting, from Enshadowed population, 2.5 times 55%. So we're getting 138 points. It's basically all our victory score. It's just Enshadowment. Not what this god is about, but I can't play otherwise. I'm sorry. You can tell me in the comments how you use this god better, and maybe we'll try again at some point. But we get another extra point per percent for population in the Dark Empire, and there's basically half of those people that are in the Dark Empire. So we don't lose any points, we're only gaining 1 extra point per person in the Dark Empire. So that's probably like 25 points, which would push us to about 90%. And then we just need to eke out a little more and we win. And that shouldn't increase World Panic at all. Actually, breaking more seals would, so it's probably good that we don't. And what I actually want to do is make these guys go to war, damn it. More wars would actually help a lot. The plague is really good, by the way. That pushes the population destroyed up because we're just murdering people via the plague. Ah, plagues, beautiful. And the plague is not even in our territory. It's just completely ravaging the alliance. It's so good. And a little bit the city. And this is, for some reason, this has 100% Enshadowment. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Keeping these guys busy, though, which is nice. Okay, the brother's aware. Cool, cool. Good stuff. We are still pushing influence into the Convocation of Purity and hopefully getting them on our side at some point. Yes, good. That's really good, because in 2-3 turns, we will get this. And he needs more than 3. Oh, he only needs 1. Frick, I don't think that it spills over. That's annoying. I'm not sure what to do with you. I can't beat the Chosen One if he raids my mountain. I just can't. I could try to take this city. There's full unrest, full-blown unrest going on everywhere, but... it doesn't really make a difference. I'm gonna try and infiltrate this one. Okay, you have lain low. Yeah, we're now getting more points for no reason. That was unfortunate timing. Because it doesn't spill over is the problem. I mean, now have them as inert. But if we push 1 or 2 more times here, we're good. And we're actually coming ahead, finally. And that's probably all he's gonna do for the rest of the game. Just push, push, push and see. Unfortunately, we cannot push twice. But what you could do, you could help the deep ones. They have 0 profile. They're literally invisible to everyone right now. You're hunting a witch. That's fine. I don't have enough gold. I could empty the treasury of this village. It's probably what we're going to do. I could just steal a little bit. No, we're stealing a lot. Screw them. Yeah, this is annoying. They have just renewed the wards. That's so stupid. This guy is still geomancying us. Someone is enshadowed. At least some people are still enshadowing. That woman will give us more. If we give her some gold, she will give us more challenge progress and more intrigue. Or we could just charm her because we're the courtier. I think that's the best. I don't need intrigue for him right now. Someone is mourning. Oh, he is mourning. Oh, that could be huge. They could lose sanity. They only have 9. Oh, for some reason, this guy doesn't have a mentor. Or did he have a mentor? If he has a mentor and we can use that right now against him, he would break. He would become mad. And that would probably be the best thing for us if he would become mad. We can never enshadow him and you can never have menace on him. But you can make him mad. It's actually an achievement for that. And when he's mad, he will do erratic things. He will not do all the good things. That's one of the few instances where we can actually do this. The problem is... Does he have a mentor running around anywhere? I don't remember. Does anyone see a mentor? Because I know we haven't done anything against any mentor in this one. Because last time I did it and wasted the opportunity, basically. You need these to come together. But that's his one weakness. He has lower than 10. Actually, the mentor alone would have been enough to break him. But if you can combine this with the mentor, we definitely break him. But he has no mentor. Why do I have that much bad luck all the freaking time? Oh, this would be the opportunity. If only we had this stupid mentor of him. Oh, frick. If only we had a stupid mentor. What a stupid waste. It's an ancient spell. I don't know that spell. What a stupid waste. And now I'm actually thinking, isn't it better to just increase their mourning? Because that will stop them from doing anything, I think. Or does it? What does it actually do? Huh. I think... Okay, I think the mourning will give him events. And those events only pop up every 10 turns. So if we increase that by 20, he will get 3 events. And maybe we will have the chance to break his sanity? I'm not sure. But basically, the mentor does 9 sanity damage, so it would actually get him. If he has a mentor somewhere, and we can find him, we get that event, we can break him anyway. So I'm gonna try the mourning period increase. As the courtier introduces himself, the woman is taken aback by his seeming kind. Oh, sorry, that's for the other thing. It's not for this. So he has 30 turns now. He has 30 turns now of extra mourning. Or of mourning period. Hopefully he gets some sanity events that, you know, rip his sanity apart. Yep, my money, thank you. It's fine, Nemesis, who cares? Ah, and there we are. The Dark Empire, the Crimson Sun. The time of humanity is rapidly drawing to an end. The sun rises blood red, shining as a terrifying omen. I'm actually sad that we don't see the full power of Mammon. It's very sad to me. The heavens mourn for the imminent end of humanity and the domination of the Elder Gods, who ruled millennia before humanity came into existence. The end approaches. 91%. See, told you guys. 16% are in the Dark Empire already. This is the whole Dark Empire. We can make them declare war on this and this. Just take them over. They can't fight. Yeah, they have no armies at all. No armies to speak of. Just take them into the Empire and then just sail and take all of this. Basically, the elves first is my thinking. But first these two. It's time. Whew, she has a lot of profile right now. Ugh. She doesn't have a lot of gold, unfortunately. We could also put the birthright up with a point of power. So the arrogance is already at 300%. They should already declare war on humans. What the fuck? Why is that not a thing? I can now just access the vault and just take their wealth. Because they're mine. They have $6. Any of you have more money? Not really. Oh, that's great. Well, let's just go declare war. I need to be in this location. It's kind of dangerous for me. Because I'm very weak. Maybe I should get some money and get some... Problem is I can't get some war bears because I'm not an elf. It's kind of shite. $10. Oh god, the elves all broke. Oh, they're literally all broke. These poopy heads. I think you had 50. Let's go here and just access the vault. Also, no profile, no menace, because we're the ruler. We are allowed to. Can someone else declare war? No, I think it has to be the ruler. That means I need to burn down some profile. And my profile is now set to 25. Actually, 17. It's not that bad. He's still mourning. Not sure what he's doing there. Ooh, we are very visible. Let's go here and let's lay low. For a check. You're not going to drive back the stuff for long. And you're just going to infiltrate the docks or the sewers or whatever it is. Doesn't really matter. 15 turns though. Ouch. Bribe the guards first. I actually need to be in the city to buy my stuff. Arcane Fortress, nice. Now here, look at this. Now we have this laying low. I'm not sure. 100% infiltrated and base. Very weird. Well, I only have this one for my other agents. But first I'm going to recruit a sellsword. The Crow is nice. Crow gives you 1.5 XP every turn. So if you have... And the Trade Wise. And Summon Crows, you apply debuff. Huh. That's interesting. Wise. I didn't know about the trade. Or is that just the increase of XP? Because... Wait a second. Well, I'm gonna get a sellsword. But... This says wise too. Is that a thing? Because if it's just I need to buy a crow, I'm fine with that. Yeah, unfortunately it's not the courtier here. Courtier could be so easily in there. Damn it. If only I'd recognized that before. We have a little bit of power. We could empower the deep ones here again. They're really rising up right now. Hard. Madness is taking hold as well, which is pretty nice. Madness is taking over for ages here, and it's still not everyone is mad. Look at this, not even the queen is mad. It's very weird. What, are you finished? Could lay low for a bit, but... just infiltrate, whatever, it doesn't matter. The elves are even expanding even more, my god. I don't want to increase my profile more. I want to reduce it. War in the world, doesn't matter anymore. I think you are dead, buddy. Because he can't win right now. Whatever he does, he can't win. And well, wrong. He can kill my mountain. That is a really big weakness that this god has. He's being disrupted. Okay, I thought you were dead. Okay, well, that's nice. That's pretty good. So, what does it take to have a Dark Crusade here? Not that much. But get the sellswords first. I need some protection. I just need to survive a round if anything happens. My Holy Order up here in the Dark Empire. Good stuff. Crusades. Now. Human versus human. That's always good. I mean, the witch has been killed, which is kind of shite. That was the witch hunter. But still. Repeat that. And then we'll start the crusade once she has full sellswords. I want her to be protected. You, my girl? What you doing? We're still influencing the Holy Order here. We could start a plague if we wanted to. Weakening this place would actually not be bad. More death could be quite good. Sure. They only have 2 profile. No one will be able to see them for a while, so they can just fester. And the crones are back. Fun. Holy Order. We're now at 95. Do that again. We have a war. The elves and the Kingdom of Marais. The Dark Elves. Interesting. They declared war without me saying anything. On to... Yes, perfect. Yes, please. Thank you. Just what I wanted. Amazing. I need both might and lore. So I'm going to start with might. I think. And now we should see that he is in the 3rd category as well. Yeah. And now we just need, in quotation marks, just need 2 more levels to get him here and he would instantly become the prophet. Let's see if that works. He's working on them really hard. What's established? Over eager guards. I hate that event. I don't want you to lose hit points. Let's just do the challenge. That's fine. Recruit a sellsword. Recruit 1 more. You're conceited. The Butcher's Son. The entire world as humanity once knew it is on the brink of annihilation as your power grows, and you finally assert your dominance over existence, brushing aside all of humanity's efforts and endeavors. On many days now, the sun is a grim red thing, casting unnatural light across the world as reality breaks down and returns to older times. It's not the god who does that, unfortunately. I wish I could have shown everyone, and also seen by myself, what the god could do, but we're not getting there. And I don't want to lose in the last little bit. That's why I'm not calling anyone to the mountain, because... Ay. I mean, I could do it once more, right? Let's just do it. Let's call some people. There's not much population left around these parts. Also don't have that much influence over here. And we know where these guys are running. And I don't want to take the population from here because you can spawn armies from that. Once those guys... Oh, these little bastards. Once those guys come up... Could actually call them from here. Sure. Why not? You know what? I'm gonna call... do I call twice? No, I'm not gonna call twice. It's too dangerous. What's established? Fine. I don't think that makes a difference. We're at 97%. I think the ball has been rolling. Not as much as it should be, and I hate you, you little bastard. Okay, I'm gonna murder this guy now. What the fuck? I'm doing so much for that. What are you? Yes, 6 might, 5 lore. You have nothing, though. This guy will die. Who will kill him? I think you will. I don't care about your dogs. Fight this guy. We're already taking this down. The defense will shrink like crazy. I'm gonna use this still to lay low. Nothing is easier than laying low in a war zone. Because no one is looking at you or just kills you, but... That's never gonna happen. There's some refugees going around. Unfortunately, those guys are not going to the mountain. That would also be cool, you know, if they would just go to the mountain. For some reason. I don't care. Just want it to happen. Well, actually, it wouldn't be good, because you couldn't control it, you would gain more menace and more profile. Oh, it would be horrible. Plague is ravaging this place. Great stuff. The alliance is greatly weakened. And we won. Win the game with Mammon. Don't know what put us over the edge. Right there. Achievement unlocked. Victory Mammon. Nice. Haven't played this god at all before. A sad one, but at least there's an endgame text this time, not with the DLC one, which was very disappointing, I must say. For a DLC especially, since you have to pay extra money for that. The golden light of the sun has gone out. Humanity's sins have overtaken them. We never got to eat one freaking sin. And drowned them in a sea of darkness, as they gave into greed and avarice and paid for it with their souls, as it was fated to be. We had really just a few settlements from the start. That is really low. 200 points to win. We have 59 points. It was just the Dark Empire. I think we got the city into the Dark Empire in the end. And that was it. That was all we needed. The points are so strong with the Dark Empire. We actually had Enshadowed and Insane Rulers and Heroes. 5 of them. That's huge. No, 1 of them. We had 1, and they are worth a lot of points. And Insane Rulers and Heroes, which are not Enshadowed. So Insanity is really strong. That's why if you play EOS Tour, you can actually do a lot, because you can make people go insane so much easier. Well, a lot easier. Not so much easier, but a lot easier. Enshadowed inside the Dark Empire, another 100 points. I mean, we basically transferred points from here to here, but these points are worth more, so it's worth doing. And we destroy 10% of the population. Not the most fancy or, you know, orchestrated god ever that we've played, but still. All of these that I'm covering are at 2, which is Deep Ones, Infiltrate Market, Inflame Tensions, Dark Worship, Desecrate Holy Site, and Infiltrate City Palace. Just twice we have done those challenges. Recruit Sellsword is what we did the most. I mean, we had a lot of easy ways to get money, but now that I know how easy it is to rob a place, literally just a farmstead with 150 gold, just, yep, mine, yoink. It's actually not hard to get money in this game. I just never did it because it just takes too long. which is foolish, I know, but still. I think that our seals not breaking was bad in the end. I don't think we could have played more aggressively, really, because they were just on top of us all the time. But I think we can do... I need to do the prophecy thing more. I want to see how... if we can actually take over a big holy order and use them in our advantage. Or to our advantage with Shadow and stuff. Shadow and Madness, you know, for Easter. That would be amazing. I've never done anything with Holy Orders when I played Easter. If we can use the Holy Order to make literally everyone mad, a gigantic Holy Order that we can influence through a prophet, that would be huge. Can you influence Holy Orders to... no, yes, to send refugees to the mountain. I wish. Challenges by agents. Yeah, we didn't have any. We didn't have any agents. But the courtier did a lot. Yeah, and everyone did a lot because that's all we had. That was really bad. That we didn't have any agents was really quite bad. But yeah, we still won. That's nice. The shadow really did help. And I was assuming that up here, that was just, you know... that was investment into the future. The rest was just bumbling around and basically not doing much useful. Much of useful things, apart from just spreading the shadow for sure. That's nice. But with our god, we never got to really get into that. The problem is you need to be lucky, or need to... if you play him correctly, you need to make sure that you drive unrest, which I don't like to do. I find that quite boring. But if you drive unrest and get a single war done after Seal 2, you instantly have Seal 3 and have the ability to make everyone, you know, love gold so much they just go to war themselves. And I think that's where I need to go. I didn't know the abilities, so I didn't know how much I needed to push for that extra seal there. And that's why we got it so freaking late. We still won early-ish. At least not very late. So turn 427 is not that bad. So I do like that. But I think we could definitely done better, obviously. I mean, of course, everyone in the comments would probably be mad at me how shit I am at this game, which, you know, fair. Was the first time I played this god. And I didn't play him well because that's not the gameplay I like, the one he needs. It's the same with the evil beneath. I still could do much better, especially with using the orcs more. And also, I'm not... that is a big point, I think. I think with some of the gods, at least it seems so, I'm not 100% sure yet that it is the case, but it seems like the random generated map is skewed towards what the god needs. And that there were such big patches of orcs that we had in the other game should have been a signal to me, that's where you need to go. And I think with the orcs ravaging everything and increasing the death numbers and stuff and, you know, being a big threat, and then also some shadows, some plagues, especially the plagues, we could have been doing much better in the last one. And in this one, it's just knowing the god powers and how to use them effectively, and I didn't. I definitely didn't. And also knowing what unlocks at what seal really helps with this one, I think. We still won, so... yay, still a positive one in the book. But I think in the next one, and maybe that will be Easter, I'm not sure, we will try to infiltrate a holy order with a prophet. Should that not end? And I think it was this one. Was this actually taken? No, it wasn't. Ah, it was, kind of. It was almost taken. So I don't know what actually pushed us over. But apparently we got some extra population in here. Maybe a growth cycle or something, whatever, however that happens. Or, not even, there might be some death in here, or in here, that just skewed the population percentages. Because it's percentages. If a lot of people die here, of course, the population in here counts for more, and therefore we get more points. So we basically just, you know, balance the what's it called? The scales. You know, we took population from here, made that lighter, and made our population way more in that way. So that's also, of course, how you can win. Coach is one of my favorite early agents. Oh yeah, that's why I don't like to use him, because you use no one else. The courtier is just too good in what he does, and in how he can suppress security in cities and stuff, which we have used a lot. And I mean, to me, for sure, the best ones are the Plague Doctor, the Courtier, the Harvester. I'm really growing towards, especially for Eastur. He would be amazing because he's also creating madness, and Eastur really needs madness. The Baroness can be really nice. I really want to get a vampire going at some point. I really want her. Maybe we can do it when we have a Holy Order infiltrated, to summon her and to make that order spread vampirism. That would be kind of cool. I don't really know how to play the Aristocrat or really the Dissident for what he does. The Dissident is just cool because he gets the free Warbears. I want to try the Seeker. And I think with Minerva, the Seeker would be quite interesting to use, because they need to run around anyway to get Shoggoth going, which would be kind of good to use in tandem with spreading the seeds of Minerva. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't had much luck with Minerva. I only played her once, but the Survivor can be nice, but needs to be quite late to be summoned. Can do some powerful geomantic nonsense, although magic is not that interesting, I think. I would like at some point to infiltrate the elves again, like we did today, and then just use this guy at full geomancy level 3 to eradicate, to just dim the sun until it's not there anymore and everyone dies. That would be amazingly fun. But I just don't know how to pull this off. We basically need something like we had here. Because in here we could have gone and just eradicated the sun, I thought. Oh, no, it needs to be a locus. Where is it? There. It needs to be, yeah, a geomantic locus. So probably here we can do it. Yeah, Death of the Sun. There it is. Channeled magic reduces the temperature of the entire world, slowly making the world uninhabitable for humanity. Oh, English is just a hard language. Effects applied each turn based on geomantic locus strength and caster lore stat. And you can give every hero has a choice of 3 powers in the beginning. And the Survivor can get one that permanently raises every turn raises the strength of the geomantic locus that he is at. And that means he can do this for longer with a stronger locus. And therefore you can push really hard if he has that ability, which is really huge. The other one is get 3 wolves, which is not good. And then there's another one that I've forgotten. But, you know, pushing the geomantic locus where he is per turn and then just doing this, that would be ridiculous. If no one can stop you, if you have a geomantic fortress here, and this is in the Dark Empire, no one can get here, you're basically golden. You can just kill the sun. But I've never been able to do that. Maybe in the next one we will be. I don't know. We'll see. Why am I actually not... There it is. If we look at the gods, we did She Who Will Feast. We didn't do Eastur, but I really want to. I love this one. We didn't do Minerva. Not really sure how to play her really effectively. We will need to look around the map for a lot of time. Ophanim could be interesting. Mammon we did. Yeah, he's okay. It's not great. He's okay. Broken Maker I'm very scared of. Evil Beneath I don't like. Very buggy DLC god. Don't recommend. The Hive Mind again is not something I am that great with because it's a lot of warfare. Probably can be good, you know, especially if you have the Dark Empire going. I mean, I played this very early on. That was my second god, I think, because it sounded interesting. So I could probably do much better now. But if you have the Dark Empire to distract people and then the Hive Mind coming up and emerging as an entity that just murders people, that would probably be really good. And this one sounds extremely interesting as well, especially because he doesn't have some bullshit gimmick that he has. He doesn't... You don't have to play, from what it sounds at least, you don't have to play him in any special way. You can basically do what you want to do, but he gets cards that can, you know, make your enemy suffer or help you. And if you play these cards right with what you want to do, he's probably amazing. So I'm excited for this guy, for Death's Games. But I don't know. I don't know which one will do. I do have some... Wait, I need to go here to go back for some reason. We have these all these modded gods that we could try, which would be quite interesting. And I definitely want to do that. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Aristocrat is kind of useful if the map is full of small nations. The Baroness Vampire are kind of useless. Due to how late they become available. Yeah, I don't like how late it is. I will also activate Deep 1 Plus now. From now on, it will always be on. Adds new agents, items, and mechanics for the deep ones. Because I would love to have a little bit more stuff with the deep ones earlier. And I hope that makes that possible if it adds their own agents. But otherwise, these are all different gods. I think one of them is a lot of gods put together. Out of gods, that one. I think that one adds like 4 gods on its own. So there's a lot we could still just look into and try to figure out how to play with and stuff. But yeah. So far, so good. This is basically the ending to all the Souls games. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, this could be a Souls game, actually, after Mammon took over and ate everyone and there's only gold around and stuff. That would actually be an interesting premise to the Souls games, and only undead running around or something. Yes, for sure. I mean, this could also be Stellaris, if you think about it. Stellaris is just a graph. We have a graph here. It would work the same way, you know, you have agents, you have special powers, you have star systems, so you don't have an agent, but you have, you know, an order. It is very Warhammer 40k also, which I don't like, but, you know, it doesn't matter. But instead of an agent, you just have still a token, but, you know, fluff-wise, it's an order that has control, or that works in a star system at a single time. A whole star system, that's why it needs to be more than one guy. And you could do the same thing as here, you know, you spread shadow, you spread plagues that then get ferried around by civilian ships moving around. You could literally take the Stellaris engine and make a Shadows of Forbidden Gods out of that, if you wanted. Which would be amazing. I would love that. That would be so cool. And you could probably do some space whammies in there, you know, not just medieval stuff. You could probably put some black hole nonsense in there or something, you know, creating black holes where they shouldn't be and eating suns and systems with geomancy or some bullshit to just make them go completely uninhabitable. Really some cool stuff you could do there. That would be extremely fun. And also could look a bit better than this. But yeah, this is a Unity game and pretty well done actually for what it is. I actually don't know how long it was until it was made. It came out in 2021, and as you can see, this is version 2. I don't think it's in development anymore, unfortunately. There would be a lot of polish that could be done, you know, making the UI better and work better. And show things better, making the game a little bit more responsive in some things, you know, clicky-wise. It's sometimes not great. I mean, you can use shift to... If you click on a tile with multiple agents and a city and you want to click the city, I think you click control. If you want the agents, you click shift or something and you can have a bit of a better selection there. But yeah, that could all be improved, of course. But still, a very unique, amazing game. I love it, even though I don't love all the gods, but no one will love all the gods. I read a ranking list where ES2 was actually the lowest one, and I was quite sad. Because to me, he's one of the most fun gods, because you can literally... Any insane person, you can literally manipulate to do what you want, if you know how, and if you know what to do. Basically, you need to look at what they want to do. They have a very simple list of things they are trying to do. We looked at this today. And you can then just influence them with their tags, like, you know, dislikes humans or something, to do what you want. Basically, the elves make them mad, make them dislike humans, and they will declare war on the humans. You know, it's pretty easy and pretty cool. It's like with Minerva. The problem that I have is identifying importance. In the beginning, all cities are the same, all locations are the same, because they're all meaningless in the beginning. They only become meaning once shit is happening. And it's extremely hard for me to plan that ahead. How do you know what will be important before it happens? Which, of course, is a strategy thing. So you basically have to do it, you know, by ear and do it, you know, luck-based. But that's not great. I want to identify important locations beforehand. With Minerva, I learned some of it already. Because you want to find, in the beginning, you want to be next to a lot of humans that love gold. And that will help you tremendously in the beginning. I don't know what else. I don't know what locations are actually important. Minerva can spread shadow really quickly if you get humans to take your gold. And thereby sacrificing the whole population, because to take that gold actually, you know, rips the ones that harvested apart. Which is kind of fun. Minerva is funny with that. But you need to know all of these things, and you need to look at the map in the beginnings with some gods where you can actually place your shit, you know, in the beginning. Or like with the prophets, where you spawning your agent actually matters. To me, before, that actually was pointless. It was just, okay, where can I spread shadow quickly or something, or whatever. But the prophecies actually make that much more important where you place them, and actually gives that importance. And finding that importance beforehand is not always easy. And that's what makes these so hard for me sometimes. But yeah, if you want to try this out, do it. It's a cool game, fun stuff. I see you all in the next, hopefully next series of this or something else. I'm GaryTheGammarid. I hope I see you soon, and blub blub, have a good day.